Hi everybody, this is Kevin Flynn here with Gaiam, and we're bringing you a relaxing heart-opening sequence. We'll see you soon. Welcome to your relaxing heart openers practice. For this practice, optional blocks and blanket. We'll start off in child's pose. Bring your knees wide and bring your big toes to touch, and sit your hips towards your heels. If you feel any pain in your knees, you're welcome to roll up the blanket and put it behind your knees. We'll find our way into tabletop position for a few rounds of cat-cow. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. With your inhale, drop your belly down and lift your chin high. And with your exhale, arch your back, round your chin into your chest and gaze to your belly. Again, inhale, belly down, shoulders back, rotate your hips as high as you can. And exhale, arch your back, round your chin into your chest and gaze to your belly button. One more time, inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, send your gaze upwards. And exhale, arch your back, round your chin into your chest, gaze to your belly. We'll set up next for melting heart. All we do here is walk your hands forward as far as you can. Attempt to keep your hips aligned over your knees as much as you can. Allow the back of your heart to melt down towards the earth. Option number 1 is to let your forehead rest on the mat. Option 2 is to send your gaze between your hands. Option 3 is to raise up to your fingertips. Stay here for as long as you'd like. We're going to hold at least for 3 more breaths. And slowly walk your hands back up to your torso and find your way into embryo pose. Bring your knees and your feet together. Sit your hips to your heels and let your palms face up. Let your forehead rest on the earth, and just deepen your breath here. Next, we'll set up for supported bridge. We're holding for about 2 minutes, so ideally we have something to prop the hips up. If you don't have any blocks, then some pillows can work, but the sturdier the prop, typically the better it is for our hips. So if you have a block nearby, go ahead and set it underneath your tailbone. If you're unfamiliar with bridge pose, we want knees and feet to be hip distance apart, and make sure that your middle fingers can graze the back of your heels. When you slide the block underneath your tailbone, make sure that your tailbone is in the very center of the block. You have the option to lift the block to a higher or a lower setting, depending on how much of a stretch you are receiving. So if you don't feel much, then try lifting to a higher setting. And if it feels like too much, then drop it down to a lower setting. Optional but not required is to have head supported by a blanket. Release any tension that might be in your body. And if you want a deeper stretch, then extend your legs to the front of your mat. But only do that if it feels good. Once you have found a position that feels like a good stretch, a good heart opening, but it's not so deep that you're feeling any pain or discomfort, start to deepen your breath. The deeper that you breathe, the more you get out of this posture. Breathe in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this pace of breathing. And if your mind starts to wander, maybe count the breath in your head. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out. If and when you feel ready to release from this position, bring a bend into your knees. Remove the block, but keep your hips lifted up. Rise your heels off of the earth and lower down as slow as you can from the top of your spine, vertebra by vertebra, down to the base of your spine. Once your tailbone makes connection with the earth, just pause for a moment. Windshield wiper your legs side to side, or any other counter stretch that would feel good for you right now. Next, we'll set up a supported fish. This one's a little bit trickier than supported bridge. So first we want to have a block right between the shoulder blades, ideally about 2 to 3 inches below the top of the shoulders. Position the block underneath your shoulder blades and lay back. Typically it'll take a few repositions just to make sure that the block is centered and that the block is about 2 to 3 inches below the top of your shoulders. From here, you can take this second block and put it underneath your head. Bring your arms out wide. And if you don't feel much of a stretch yet, maybe remove some of the block or change the height of the block that's underneath your head. If it feels like it's too much of a stretch, then bring your block to a higher setting. Once you have found a shape that feels like a good stretch for your chest or a good heart opener, then let's focus the breath into the chest. With your inhale, think of expanding through your chest, expanding through your shoulders. And with your exhale, allow it to contract. Allow your body to relax. Deepen your breath. Bring both of your hands underneath your lower back and stack your hands on top of one another. Press down into your hands to begin lifting your torso, but try to keep your torso straight up and down. Try not to lean to either side. From here, just lay back, get relaxed for our final resting position, Shavasana. We'll rest here for 1 minute. Just allow your body to relax into this new shape that you have created for yourself. Start to deepen your breath and bring movement into your body. Take a stretch for the front and back of the room and hug your knees into your chest. Roll to either side. Allow your bottom arm to act as a pillow for your head, and slowly help yourself into a seated position. Find any comfortable seat and just take a moment to notice your heart space and any changes that you have felt from the beginning to the end of the practice. Draw your hands to heart center. Thank you for making time for your practice. I hope that it has found you well. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste.